Are you tired of getting stomped, slapped, and set on fire by every monster in the Forbidden Lands? Want to actually survive a hunt without looking like a total noob? From fashion tips that could save your life to the legendary poop trick, we've got the top 10 most essential tips you need for Monster Hunter Wilds. This isn't just Monster Hunter as you know it, it's bigger, meaner, and way less forgiving. Gone are the days of loading screens acting as a makeshift force field between you and that raging Anjanath. Now the whole world is connected and monsters roam freely. That means your brilliant strategy of running away to another area? Yeah, good luck. That monster will follow you like a needy ex, except instead of texting at 2 a.m., it's breathing fire at your face. Each region is massive. Like, Capcom really wants you to get lost? Massive. But with great size comes great environmental hazards. Weather changes affect monster behavior, meaning a hunt that started off sunny could quickly turn into holy crap. Why is there a lightning storm and why is that monster now glowing? If you don't keep up with the shifts in climate, you might just find yourself on the wrong end of nature's wrath. Remember the Palamute from Rise? Cute, cuddly, ran at the speed of a caffeinated Usain Bolt? Well, Capcom saw that and said, hold my Mega Potion. Enter the secret. This mount is so intuitive it basically plays the game for you. Hop on, and it automatically takes you to your objective like some kind of medieval Uber driver, except instead of awkward small talk, you get to prepare for battle. Need to swap weapons mid-hunt? No problem. Your mount stores an extra weapon for you, meaning you don't have to do the dreaded run back to camp just because you brought a hammer to a bow fight. And let's not forget the best part, mounted combat. Yes, you can perform a dismount attack that is both stylish and deadly. So if you've ever wanted to drop from above like an action movie hero and smack a monster right in its dumb face, now's your chance. Combat just got a massive overhaul thanks to focus mode. Ever wanted to be super precise with your attacks instead of just blindly swinging and praying? Well, now you can. Focus mode turns your hunts into strategic battles, allowing you to aim at weak spots, target wounds, and generally look like a total pro while doing it. It's basically like playing Monster Hunter in third-person shooter mode, except instead of bullets, you're slashing things with a sword the size of a pickup truck. You can even block in the exact direction you're aiming, which means no more embarrassing moments where you're guarding thin air while a monster slaps you into the next dimension. And let's talk about wounds. If you keep attacking the same spot, you weaken the monster there, making it easier to stagger or break parts. This means hunts aren't just about swinging wildly anymore, there's actual strategy, and if you don't use it, well, that monster is going to remind you why it's the apex predator and you're just a glorified snack. Once upon a time, monsters were mostly solitary. Sure, you'd get the occasional turf war, but for the most part, it was you versus the beast. Not anymore. Wilds introduces herds. Packs of monsters led by an alpha, and guess what? They work together. So instead of a nice clean one-on-one duel, now you have to deal with a squad of nightmares all trying to eat your face at the same time. Oh yeah, monsters love to travel with their fan clubs. Ever been mid-fight with a massive wyvern only for a pack of smaller creatures to roll up and start harassing you? That's their way of saying, you thought this was a one-on-one fight? Cute. Take out the minions first or prepare for a very humiliating demise. And the worst part? They have tactics. Some will flank you, some will bait you into a bad position, and some will just charge in like a bowling ball of doom. The good news? You have tools to separate them like giant dung piles. Yes, you read that right. You can literally fling poop at a monster to make the others run away. If you've ever dreamed of weaponizing nature's most disgusting resource, well, here's your chance. All 14 weapon types from World are back, but don't let that fool you into thinking combat is the same. Every weapon has been tweaked, tuned, and buffed to feel even better. Moves are smoother, combos are crazier, and let's be real, they look cooler. Also, the Slinger, it got a buff too. Now you can grab healing bugs or ammo from a distance because, apparently, Capcom realized that running out of range just to pick up an item was super annoying. And let's not forget Power Clash, a new mechanic where, if you block at the right time, you engage in an epic struggle against a monster. If you win, you send them flying. If you lose, well, let's just say you'll have a really close-up view of the monster's teeth. Hunting alone but still want a full squad? No problem. If you fire an SOS flare while offline, you'll now get AI hunters to back you up. They're not quite as good as real players, but hey, at least they won't triple cart and blame lag, right? Plus, they actually follow commands, so no more screaming into the void for someone to focus on the tail. And let's be honest, sometimes playing with real people means dealing with that one guy who keeps running in without buffs, or worse, keeps spamming the wrong emote instead of dodging. At least AI hunters don't do that. These AI companions won't just be meat shields either. They come with their own weapon preferences, skills, and strategies. Some may specialize in dealing high damage, while others may be more defensive, shielding you from a particularly nasty attack at just the right moment. Imagine calling for backup and actually getting competent help instead of a random player who insists on bringing a hunting horn but refuses to play songs. This feature also means wilds will stay playable long after online servers shut down, ensuring you can still go on epic hunts in the distant future. Future-proofing and teamwork? We love to see it. The AI might not always be the sharpest tool in the shed, but at least they won't rage quit when a monster cartwheels them into oblivion. Raise your hand if you've ever panicked because you forgot to carve before the timer ran out. Yeah, we've all been there. The clock is ticking, your hands are sweating, and you're tripping over your own feet trying to get to that severed tail before the game rudely yanks you back to camp. But guess what? Capcom has heard our collective screams of frustration and finally introduced auto-looting for broken parts. That's right, no more frantic carving sprees while a countdown mocks your existence. If you break it, you keep it. The game now automatically collects the materials from monster parts you've broken during battle, meaning you don't have to risk life and limb scrambling for loot while an elder dragon decides you look extra crunchy today. No more losing rare materials just because you were too busy dodging a monster's final rage-fueled attack. However, keep in mind that this doesn't mean all loot is magically vacuumed into your inventory. Carving still exists for specific materials, so don't get too comfortable. You'll still need to get up close and personal to claim certain monster rewards. But now you can at least focus on the thrill of the hunt instead of engaging in a desperate scavenger race against the clock. Good news, fashion hunters. Armor is no longer gender-locked. Want your male hunter rocking that stylishly intricate gear? Go for it. Female hunter in a full plate of menacing spiked armor? Absolutely. Capcom finally realized that players just want cool armor without restrictions, and now you can mix and match without limits. And let's talk layered armor, because this feature lets you fine-tune your hunter's drip to an absurd degree. Now, you won't be forced to sacrifice fashion for function. You can wear that high-performance tanky armor, but still look like you're fresh off the runway. Because, let's be honest, half the fun of Monster Hunter is flexing on other players with your perfectly coordinated outfit before absolutely wrecking a monster. On top of this, dye customization has been expanded, meaning you can tweak the color of your armor to better match your ideal aesthetic. No more mismatched gear looking like you raided a bargain bin. Whether you're going for that heroically majestic paladin look or want to channel the chaotic energy of a neon pink menace, Capcom has given you the freedom to hunt in style. Because let's be real, if a monster sees you strutting in looking like a nightmare in scale-plated armor, they might just rethink this whole predator thing. Imagine this, you're in an intense fight, health is running low, and you go to heal, only to realize you forgot to bring potions. Congrats, you played yourself. Managing your inventory is what separates the smart hunters from the ones who get carted back to camp every 5 minutes. Stock up before every hunt, because scrambling to craft potions mid-battle while a monster's trying to make you a snack is an experience you don't want. And let's talk about crafting. If you didn't bring healing items, don't panic. If you were smart enough to carry honey, you can whip up mega potions on the spot. Nothing makes you feel more like a genius than saving your own life at the last second. Also, hot tip, always bring extra traps. There's nothing worse than realizing you could have captured a monster for extra rewards, but you left your trap sitting pretty back at camp. Rookie mistake. Skipping a meal in Monster Hunter is like trying to fight a dragon on an empty stomach. Technically possible, but incredibly stupid. Eating before a hunt grants you buffs, and those can mean the difference between winning a fight and getting absolutely pancaked. The Ingredient Center gives you basic rations, but if you want real power-ups, throw in some extra ingredients. Think of it as meal prep, but for ultimate survival. Pro tip, get creative with your meals. Some buffs can make you tankier, while others help you deal more damage. If you've ever wondered why your friend keeps out-damaging you in every fight, it's probably because they ate something better than you. Don't let food be the reason you're underperforming. Stuff your face, then go hunt.